trouble starting my stream. Anyway, uh, like the title says, real versus fake, and of course, pertaining to real, real jewel pod and fake jewel pod, and it's amazing. I was doing a Facebook Live video, and I wanted to do one here because for some reason the Facebook Live always comes out blurry, and it's just really awful looking. And I thought it was the camera for a while, but it's not the camera because I have a Logitech Brio, and it's a 4K camera, so it's not the camera. Whether you see this in 4K or not, I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no control over that, but you should be getting 4K streaming. All right, so what is the difference between a real jewel pod and a fake jewel pod? Well, it's hard to see. I'm going to take these off. All right, so this is the fake, this is the real. All right, now, I don't know if you see that. Now, the real, this one, is completely clear. This one, no, it's not my skin tone, but it's has a color to it. It looks like oil. This one is totally clear. So this is the real one, and this is the fake one. The real, fake, and the difference is the color. The real one's clear. Okay, so now we're gonna taste the difference, and I don't know why, but I guess some oil coming out of the real one. That's not should not happen, but I guess maybe it's getting kind of warm in this office. All right, so this is the real one. Okay. By the way, this is a mango flavored. Um, what I notice about the real mango, and I don't know about the other real pods because I have not purchased the other ones, but I'm assuming that they're the same. The mango flavor on the real pods are more subtle. Uh, I'm gonna smoke Chinese one. The mango taste is more prevalent here. It's not overbearing, but when you taste it, if when you taste the original, the real one actually, it's more subtle. But when you taste the Chinese pod, you could definitely you know taste the flavor. Definitely taste it. I sucked that in too much. Um, so the flavor is there, taste is there, but it's more subtle. Uh, I was looking at these side by side, and I just can't tell the difference. The internals, the heating coil, it's all the same. Now, I will say this: it doesn't matter whether it's real or Chinese. The heating coils are very delicate on these because they're not made for high voltage and they're not made for prolonged draws. In other words, you can't go. I take short, short draws on these. That's it. About a second. That's it. Now, if you take a long draw, you are going to taste burnt oil. Now, I have another thing. A lot of my customers have been telling me that, well, the oil comes and it leaks. Okay, so there's the fake. So they get it, right? And they take it off the package, they tear off the package, they can't wait to try it, they put it in, and well, wait, that's not working. Okay, so, and they start noticing that it starts leaking. This is And I could be wrong here, but I believe this is because during shipment, oil gets warm. Now, I don't know if you vape, but if you vape, whether it's mods or these things, you leave this in the car, you will find oil in your cup holder. If you leave this on a cup holder in your car, you won't find any more oil on this. You will find it in a cup holder. Why? Because when heat mixes with when it's like, okay, I know there's an analogy here somewhere, but I can't find it right now. Heat is no good for these things. Heat makes oil expand. So when this is sitting in your car in a cup holder overnight and it's hot out, you're not gonna find any more oil in that pot. You're gonna find it in a cup holder because oil expands. So this applies when I'm shipping these pods in the various states, Florida, Michigan, wherever. When it's in transit, there will be heat. Okay. Now, the best thing to do is when you get these in, when you get your delivery, put them in the fridge for 15 minutes tops. Let the oil go back to a normal temperature. Because if you take these from the envelope and you slap it on your jewel and you vape, you it will vape, but you will also get drippings. Now, the design of these is very not ingenious, but it's very clever. See, when you draw, it gets the air from in here. No, the air is coming from right in here. So you're sucking air right there, and that you're sucking in air. Oil could also escape from there. Uh, if if the oil's at room temperature or it's cool, it won't. It'll stay put because oil is thick. But when oil gets heated up, it gets thinner. And what's going to happen? It's going to start leaking. Now, another thing about these pods, and this, we wanted a fake one. This is the fake one. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put it up on camera. See that in there? That is cotton. And there's four pieces of it. So when you take that drawer, you don't get oil in your mouth because the cotton takes the oil. You're only going to get the vapor. So when people, you know, order the Chinese pods in my store, and they 2 days later, 3 days later, they tell me, "Oh, I'm just sucking up oil." No, no, because even the fake pods have the cotton inside. You're not going to taste any oil. You're going to taste the vapor. But what will happen if you're using that pod as soon as you get it, as soon as you get it in your mailbox, and that pod's nice and hot because it's summertime, I package these things in these things, the poly padded, poly padded envelopes. So in here, it will definitely warm up. All right, these are padded. I always ship in padded envelopes. This way, it protects the product. But folks, if you get the shipment, it's the oil is going to be thinner. Okay, don't take it out of the package and put it in your jewel. Put them in your fridge for a few minutes. Let the oil relax. Let it go back to its thicker state, and then smoke it. So yeah, that's the main difference. Is the oil, the color of the oil. This one's more yellower, if you can see that, and this one's dead clear. It's just very clear. So that's the difference. So when you guys order jewel pods and you see a little color in them, they're fake, guys. Now, full disclosure, I on my eBay store I sell the Chinese jewel pods, and I say, listen, they're Chinese jewel pods, uh, and I really don't see much difference at all because if you look at the box, and if I still have the box, what did I do with the box? I have these boxes. Anyway, guys, on the boxes, if you look at the ingredient list, it's exactly the same as the Chinese version. Looking at these pods, they look identical. The mouthpiece is the same. The four pieces of cotton is the same. The sizing, everything is the same, guys. There's the only way to tell is that the Chinese pods have the darker oil, and it's not really that dark. It's a bit darker than the clear oil. It's got that. It looks like vegetable oil, guys. All right, so if you guys have any comments, leave them below. Uh, Thanks for watching. I put this, I put this on Facebook Live, but like I said, the quality. I think they compressed the video stream to like such a horrible point. It looks like crap. So YouTube doesn't compress the video as much as Facebook, or maybe it doesn't compress at all. I don't know. So guys, thanks for watching, listening, and if you don't mind having Chinese jewel pods, go on my eBay store, Guy from Brooklyn 65, or better yet, go to my website, guyfrombrooklyn65.com. You get them there, and they're cheaper than the real pods, but I think that you're getting a good value. You know. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Peace.